All right, Shalom. Before I get started, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai. Kahala Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakudash. Secondly, I want to give double honors to the elders apostles, the great millstone who rule well and teach well, and who are the true leaders of Israel today. I also like to give another shout out to the head of the Man in Israel camp, Chazat, whom I'm teaching down here in Greenville, South Carolina. And I also like to give another shout out to you, sincere Akim, your brothers out there that's pushing this truth and all sincerity and righteousness in these last days. And another quick shout out to you Israelite foreigners that's looking like the other heathen nations causing confusion, coming back to your heritage in these last days. And another quick shout out to you few Outwath, you sisters out there that's standing in order and doing what y'all need to do in these latter days. All right, to y'all, let's say shalom. All right, and I'm coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Shah with another lesson. And as you can see by the title, it says Israel launches major airstrikes in Gaza. Netanyahu vows Hamas will pay a price it has never known. You see, so Israel in a state of war right now, man. And this is big. This is very big, man. We giving all praises to Yahweh Shem Shah for this, man, because once Israel get involved in the war, we know America America more than likely is going to help Israel, man. And they are, because Israel is America's biggest ally. So Lord willing, this thing keep kicking off, but we understand that a couple more prophecies got to take place. So like it a couple more prophecies got to take place, which the MOTB, of course, right along with Jacob's trouble. So but this goes to show you that man, this thing is brewing up, man. So it says Israel launches major airstrikes against Gaza in a rapid reaction to a surprise attack by Islamic militants Saturday that left more than 200 Israelis dead and 100,000 injured in the worst violence of the country in half a century, man. So over 1,100 people was injured, man, and more than 200 was dead. You see, it says Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, which that's not Hebrew, which what I'm saying, that's Yiddish, because there is no U in the Hebrew. But anyway, it says Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared war after a series of thousands of rockets attack on Israel, and vowed that Hamas, the rulers of Gaza, will pay a price it has never known, because they mad at the fact that they getting hit with rockets. They ain't getting hit with those missiles as of yet. We wish it was missiles, but they getting hit with rockets. But they saying they will pay a price they had never known, man. You see, so man, this thing is brewing up very quickly, man. And once you look at who Gaza is allies with, they said Gaza, the Hamas Gaza is allies with Iran, Libya, and Syria. And we understand those countries right there that they listed is allies with Russia. So if America get involved, guess what? Iran's gonna tag in, Libya's gonna tag in, Syria's gonna tag in, and that's gonna leave Russia to have to tag in, man. Because when you go to Ezekiel 38, Russia is a guardian to Iran and Syria and those other nations, man. So this is big, man. This is very big. This is very this is biblical prophecy that you're seeing, man, unfolding before your eyes. And what you got our people doing? Bullshitting around, man. Bullshitting around. It says Hamas said it launched more than 5,000 rockets at Israelis in the attack that it called Operation Al-Qasam de Log, retribution for an April Israel police raid on the Al-Aqsa Mosque and occupied East Jerusalem, on the holiest site, on one of the holiest sites in Islam. But many observed questions the explanation pointed to the initiatives support of Iran for the attack and questioning whether the pending peace effort between Israel and Saudi Arabia was a target. The Israeli military mobilized tens of thousands of reservists, slacking, twist of the tongue. It says the Israelis military mobilized tens of thousands of reservists and said fighter jets were carrying out airstrikes on Hamas sites in Gaza, and that it had already hit 17 Hamas military compounds. In the retaliation, it was called Operation Sword of Zion. So basically, they getting their get back, man. You know, but you know, those fake ass gutter rats want to make them look like they the bad people. No, nigga, y'all is the bad people. And that's why the Lord sending those rockets over there. Because first and foremost, y'all not supposed to be in that land. You know, it said Palestinians officials reported 232 people were killed in the attack, and another 1,697 were wounded. The Palestinians' health minister did not say if the casualties include militants or only civilians in Gaza. So that's all I'm gonna read on that, man. I put the link in the bio, Lord willing. But as you can see, man, Israel say they're gonna have to pay for what they did, man. And the brother dropped in the chat, that if I'm not mistaken, Iran was like, if America intervened, basically, Iran said something around the lines of, America, you would be next. You see, so if America jump in, that's it for America. That's why America really don't want to help Israel, man, but they got to. And the Lord's going to make them help Israel if they go to war, man. So let's get some scriptures, man. And Lord, wouldn't this video be edifying? Jeremiah 28 and verse 8, it says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and great kingdoms. And it says, let me read that again. Jeremiah 28, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And that's what you're seeing the true prophets coming out to do week in and week out. We prophesying on these great kingdoms known as America, Russia, China, Iran, these great countries that's wicked, of course. But it says prophesy both against many countries and great kingdoms and against great kingdoms of war, right? Ain't that what we seeing right now? We in talks of war right now, man. You seeing Israel getting hit by rockets. You see? This is biblical prophecy that we seeing, and that's what we coming out to give y'all that warning of, that World War III is on the rise, right? That these pestilence about to come to pass. You got new pandemics going on, right? It says in the evil, meaning bad times, right? Jacob's trouble. You see? This is what the prophet is going to speak on in the latter days, man. We're not going to be speaking on prosperity, man. Are you going to get a new car? Are you going to get a new house? That's what the Christian pastors tell y'all, man. You see? Which that's not the case, because things is going to get worse. They say things are going to get better for you. Things are going to be better. No, things are going to get worse, man. Things are going to get worse very, very soon, man. And we waiting for it to get even more worse. We waited for Jacob's trouble to come so we can get the hell up out of here, man. So these are the things we're going to be speaking on, man. You can't call yourself a prophet if you're not going to be speaking up against the upcoming war. The MOTB and etc., man. Jacob's trouble. You got these other Israelite camps that teach you how to be a good, husband. How to take care of your wives, your kids. Not saying that that's not important, but that shouldn't be the main talk. The main talk should be prophecy, things that's going to come to pass, man. Because we got to give out that warning, like Ezekiel said, man, to get the blood off our hands, man. You see? So it says, Revelations 11 and 14, the second woe is past, right? Talking about World War II, right? It says the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe come quickly. And what war is that talking about? World War III. It's coming quickly because if you look, World War II was what, 70 something years ago, man. When you do the math on it, it was like 74, 75, something around those lines years ago, man. You see? So they said the second war is past, and behold, the third war come quickly, and we in the talks of World War III. Like I said, Israel go to war, America's gonna get involved, and then if America get involved, Iran and all those other countries are gonna get involved, and that's gonna lead Russia to get involved, and then Russia gonna be that main country that's gonna take down America with the help of China, North Korea, etc. And even America allies is gonna turn on them, man. You see? So that's why America really trying to, withstand from war right now, man. They don't want war. And I remember you had the Edomite, the general, I forget. He was like, basically, this was like during 2020, if I'm not mistaken. Roughly paraphrasing what he was saying, he was like, we don't want war, but if you want war, I promise you, somebody else is gonna raise your kids and stuff. Man, they know damn well they don't want no war. Look at Esau military today, man. It's so weak. All these other countries is really laughing at Esau military. If they wanted to, they could have been and took America out, but the Lord, got it set up to where they can't because, more prophecy has to be fulfilled before, that World War III take place, man. Everything got to be done decency and in order, man. Matthew 24 and verse 3, it says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, right, talking about Yahweh Shah, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when should these things be? Meaning, when should the end times be? And what should be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world, right? Talking about the end of who world? Esau either. Not talking about the actual, earth world, because the scriptures tell you that the world abideth forever, talking about the earth, right? So, well, I believe it say either earth or world, one of the two. But this world is talking about Esau world, man, his rulership, man. So it said, in the end of the world, verse 4, and Yahweh shall answer and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, because you're going to have a lot of false prophets that's going to be out here in these latter days, man. You're going to have more false prophets than you do prophets that's giving out the 100% truth, man. Right? Verse 5, for many should come in my name, saying I am Hamashiach, and should deceive many. You see there? It says, for many should come in my name. You got a lot of niggas saying they the Lord, they Yahweh Shah, right? But can't break down one scripture, man. And if I'm not mistaken, I remember seeing a GMS South Carolina camp talking about, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I was kind of half asleep because I had fell asleep on the camp. I was tired, so, but I heard kind of, before I dozed off, I heard them talking about, you had a dude who was saying he was the Lord, went on Captain Cesaria, YouTube or whatever, they be having live debates or whatnot, and he couldn't even break down scriptures they was saying, man. But he's supposed to be the word, though. Yahweh Shai being the word, but he don't know how to break down scripture. He don't know how to quote a scripture, though. That goes to show you, man. And they say he had a following, man. You know how low level you have to be for you to actually follow this man and thinking this man is Yahweh Shai, man. Come on, man. Oh my goodness, man. You gotta be on a very fucking low level, man. But it says, for many should come in my name, saying I am Hamashiach, and should deceive many. That's what you're seeing. A lot of niggas being deceived in the latter days, man. Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things should come to pass, but the end is not yet. You see there? It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. And that's what we're seeing. We hearing of the wars, man. We hearing Israel getting attacked by rockets. And we hearing rumors of war talking about how China and America going at it, Russia and America going at it, right? We seeing it. We seeing it in the news, man. We seeing it in articles, brothers doing videos on it, brothers doing posters on it, right? We seeing these things, man. But it says what? But the end is not yet. Why the end is not yet? Because the MOTB got to be mandatory first. Once that MOTB become mandatory, you see that on mainstream news, just know that we are Yahweh Shai is right there around the corner. He around the corner now, but he even closer, man. You see? So Let's read that again. And ye should hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. It must come to pass, you see? But the end is not yet. You know? So, hey, man, just because we seeing these little talks of war in the news and stuff, hey, don't get too hyped up. Get hyped up, but don't get too hyped up, because we understand that a few more prophecies got to come to pass. And it's beautiful, you know, to see these things, you know, taking place, you know, with, you know, Iran, you know, well, not Iran. Well, yeah, you can say Iran too, but with Israel and Gaza going on, man. Because, hey, this is big. When Israel go to war, hey, America right there around the corner, you know. America got to protect, you know, Israel, man. You know, and if I'm not mistaken, America sending Israel over $1 billion a year. So Israel is a big ally to America, vice versa, man. You know? So, hey, if Israel go to war, guess what? America got to go to war. They don't want to, you know? They really don't want to, man. But, hey, the Lord's going to force them to go, you know? So we end up off with this, Isaiah chapter 2, and we'll start at verse 1. It says, the word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, and it should come to pass in the last days. Now we in the last days, right? That the mountain of the Lord, it says that the mountain of the Lord Yahweh Shai house should be established in the top of the mountains and should be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow into it. And that proves that you gutter rats are not the true people, man. Because all nations are not flowing into y'all, man. Right? And the mountains represent, you know, higher governments, and the hills represent the lower governments, which are the heathen nations, right? It says the Lord's house should be established in the top of the mountains and should be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow into it. What nation are you seeing flowing to, you know, those gutter rats in the land of Israel, man? You got niggas, you know, bombing them or shooting rockets at them, man. You got niggas following them. So that cuts them from being the true people. That's why it's still war going on in that land. But I ain't gonna jump the gun. Isaiah 2 and 3. And many people should go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord Yahweh Shai, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he would teach us of his ways, right? And you know, those gutter rats, they not teaching, you know, these other heathen nations other ways of Yahweh Shai. They teaching them wickedness, man. You know, they always had that, you know, that one big, you know, transformer parade, right? Gotta say it in code word. They got that big, you know what, parade, that transformer parade, right? So how they teaching the ways of Yahweh Shai? But it says, and he would teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. They not walking in the paths of Yahweh Shai. They doing whatever they want to do, man. They establishing their own righteousness, man. Right? It says, walk in his paths, for out of Zion shall go forth the law. And the law is not being promoted, you know, in the land of Israel. They doing wickedness in that land, man. And that's why the Lord judging them the way he's judging them, man. It says in the word of the Lord Yahweh Shai from Jerusalem, verse 4. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither should they learn war anymore. And that proves that you gutter rats over there in the land of Israel are not the true people, man. Because the Lord said once the true people of Israel get in the land, it wasn't gonna be no more war going on. So why do y'all got war going on in that land? But niggas don't read the scriptures to see that. Because the Lord said when the true people, you know, which are you so-called Negroes and Spanish and Native Indians, get back in that land, hey, they weren't gonna learn war no more. It wasn't gonna be any more war, man. The Lord's gonna destroy all that weaponry, man. You know? So why is Israel still getting hit? Why is Israel getting hit? And why are they trying to retaliate? Lord just said they weren't going to learn war anymore. These other heathen nations, we not going to learn war anymore, man. You know, so that proves that you gutter rats are in that land is stolen. And that's why the Lord is judging y'all in that land and having y'all getting hit by rockets. Next is going to be by missiles. Very soon, I ain't going to say next, but very soon it's going to be missiles, man. And it's going to totally wipe that place out, man. And we're giving big praises for that, man, you know. So, I mean, with that, man, Lord willing, this video will be edifying. And I'm going to close it out with giving our praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rechak Wadash. Shalom to next time. Shalom.